Hey, I'm Bradley Jacobs, the film editor at Us Weekly, here with a little preview of some must-see holiday movies. First up is Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. This is Sandra Bullock's first movie since she won the Oscar for The Blind Side, and it's a serious one. She plays the widow of a man, played by Tom Hanks, who dies in the 9/11 attacks in New York City, and their 9-year-old son then finds a mysterious key, and he spends the movie trying to figure out what it unlocks. The director, Stephen Daldry, told us that, funny enough, Tom and Sandra barely knew each other when they made this movie, so he had them get to know each other by making lunch together in character, and said that they made a lovely pasta dish. Next up, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. The latest movie in this monstrous franchise has Tom Cruise once again trying to clear his name as secret agent Ethan Hunt. This time, he's in Dubai, scaling the world's tallest building. Us reported that Tom helped the cast and crew bond by arranging hockey games and go-karting, and his name up on the scoreboard was Cole Trickle, who some of you may remember as his character in Days of Thunder. Now let's talk about New Year's Eve, the latest ensemble rom-com. These movies don't want to leave anyone out. This one is set in New York on, of course, New Year's Eve, and features multiple overlapping love stories. In one sequence, Lea Michele meets cute with Ashton Kutcher in an elevator. The first day of shooting was actually just last New Year's Eve in Times Square. Ryan Seacrest has a cameo in this movie. One other cute plot line is that Jessica Biel plays a pregnant woman who's determined to win $25,000, having the very first baby of the new year. Next, let's talk about Sherlock Holmes' Game of Shadows. This movie was a huge hit in 2009, and now we're back with a sequel 2 years later. Robert Downey Jr. once again plays Sherlock Holmes, only now he has a new adversary and must mend his relationship with Detective Watson, played by Jude Law, who's now married. Another interesting point is that Sherlock's love interest in this movie is played by Noomi Rapace, who fans will recognize from the European versions of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And now on to young adult. I'm a big fan of Diablo Cody, who won an Oscar for writing Juno, and now she's back with a movie starring Oscar winner Charlize Theron. She plays an alcoholic teen lit author who goes back to her hometown determined to hook up with her ex, played by Patrick Wilson, despite the fact that he's now a happily married dad. Another movie I'm very curious about, We Bought a Zoo. Now this is from Cameron Crowe, who's famous for Almost Famous, as well as Fast Times at Ridgemont High and all sorts of other great touchstone movies. This one stars Matt Damon as an LA widower who buys a zoo and moves his family there. Then he gets involved with the zookeeper, played by Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett, of course, shed her sexy image for this movie, and one of the producers told us that she is just a revelation in this film. Now, the one I gotta talk about is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Leave it to David Fincher to make a dark and violent movie that comes out right at Christmas. It is, of course, based on the Stieg Larsson book that was such a huge smash, and it stars Rooney Mara, who's about to be enormous. You remember her, of course, as the girlfriend of Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network. I don't know about you, but this is what I'll be seeing on Christmas Day. And finally, The Iron Lady. This is Meryl Streep playing Margaret Thatcher. Meryl has famously been nominated for more Oscars than anyone else in history, but she hasn't won in 30 years. The Academy is desperate to give her another one. Remains to be seen if this portrayal of the British Prime Minister is the one that gets her that gold one more time. I'm Bradley Jacobs. Thanks for watching. For all this and more, please pick up the latest issue of Us Weekly magazine on newsstands now.